anybody think we're badasses yet?
It's cracking, y'all. How the tits y'all doing? Alright, we got quite the video for you today. This is a video I've been waiting to make for quite a gosh dang while. This is a video where I might get a little fuming. Steam might be coming out my ears a little bit, so let's get rolling right away. As you can tell by the title, we're talking about some hunting today. And I'm going to tell y'all the cold, hard facts about hunting that people need to know. I just put a dip in, so you know it's about time to get freaking real. Mud jug of the day, like you seen, the yellow Outlaw mud jug, available mudjug.com. Alright, let's get right into it. Now, I wanted to make this video solely for the purpose that every single time, you know, I hunt a lot, whitetails down here in Kentucky, right? So if you don't know who I am while coming to this video, this is basically what I do. I hunt a lot of whitetail in Kentucky and around in the southern states, you know, depending on where I'm at. Let's just talk about this season, right? So I'm out whitetail hunting. If I kill a doe or a buck or anything like that, or a buddy of mine or someone kills that, I'll harvest it, whatever you want to say. I'm just telling the truth. This is the cold hard truth. So kill, harvest, same gosh dang thing. I ain't trying to impress some freaking, you know, tree hugging liberal PETA member by saying harvest. It was killed. Cold hard truth. Anyways, when I post a picture like on Instagram saying, you know, blah blah blah, whatever, the people just storm in. The PETA members, the gosh dang vegetarians, all the vegans and everybody storm in with their ignorant frickin' statements, thinking that they're so high and mighty and smarter than you. Well, this video's for them. I've had enough, son of a dick. I got about 5 points I want to make. I might get everywhere all over this gosh dang video, but I'm gonna try to make it short and sweet, which you probably won't, because me, I'm known to go on a couple gosh dang rants. Let's start at the very beginning. Let's start at the very beginning of our lives, actually, as well. I want to talk about propaganda real quick. When I talk about propaganda when it comes solely to hunting, I'm talking about Bambi, I'm talking about frickin' Elmer Fudd. Walt Disney basically screwed it up for a lot of us frickin' hunters back in the day. Thanks, Walt. What I mean by that is we grew up, or a lot of us grew up on, well, at least my generation, grew up on the movie Bambi, right? You see Bambi's, what is it, mom, dad, I can't even remember. I think it was the dad, get killed by a hunter, and then you see Bambi all scared with the teary, you know, eyes and stuff like that. And, you know, hunters, when you see that as a kid, you're like, oh my gosh, hunters are so bad and everything, because you make this connection with Bambi, the frickin' the deer. And then you got Elmer Fudd chasing gosh dang Bugs Bunny, and always gosh dang trying to kill Bugs Bunny and everything. Everybody loves Bugs Bunny and all this stuff. So again, the hunter is made out to become the bad guy. Hunters are frickin' evil. We've been fed that since we were gosh dang babies. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about propaganda, all right? So that's where it starts. Second point I want to make, leading off of that, is we love animals just as much as you. It doesn't, just because we hunt animals doesn't mean that we dislike or hate the animals that we're hunting. The truth of the matter is, every time I kill, harvest, whatever you want to call it, an animal, I feel sad. I'm a gosh dang human being, so are you. You know, you could be caught up in the moment, your adrenaline's pumping, you're freaking, you're happy that you're gonna put some meat in the freezer, but when it really comes down to it, you're still a human being and you still feel sad for that gosh dang animal. I don't understand why people think that we're some alien and we don't have feelings. I think where we're at in this stage of life, a lot of people forget that us as humans are the top of the food chain. You know, PETA likes to claim that they know everything and they love all these animals and they know everything about them, but to tell you the truth, I don't think there's anybody that knows more about the animals that we are going for than the hunters themselves. Hell, I know so many gosh dang things about white-tailed deer that it's ridiculous, that a normal person wouldn't know. I want to learn. I want to have the knowledge whenever I go out there. Not just because I want to hunt them, but because I like the animal. I could tell you the whole gosh dang anatomy of a white-tailed deer and also give you some history on the species, whether it be whitetails, blacktails, mule deer, elk, whatever. I just don't understand the thought that some people have that us hunters just go out to kill an animal for the big rack and, you know, to frickin', because we got a small dick or everything like that just to prove something to people, whenever 99.9% of us are going out there to feed our gosh dang families or feed ourselves. Oh, well, you can just go buy food at a store. I hate that freaking argument. It's an ignorant statement. Not only are we getting some of the cleanest, leanest meat out there, but we're also doing it ourselves, following in the footsteps of our ancestors. In the footsteps. There ain't gonna be some giant corporation pumping my deer full of gosh dang steroids and it living a shorter lifespan than it should. And then at the end of its gosh dang life, 2 years or whatever it may be, getting a gosh dang bolt stuck through its freaking head. Just shoved through its freaking... I've seen the gosh dang videos of these big old factory farms of these cows getting wheeled in on these tables and then a bolt going through their gosh dang head. And sometimes they gosh dang miss. I've seen the freaking videos and they gotta do it again. It's complete torture. It's traumatized its entire life, when in fact I go out and I'm sitting in my tree stand, sitting in a blind, and I shoot a deer, it's not even gonna know what hit it. And it lived a complete free-range, normal life. Now let me get into the argument that everybody says, like, just don't hunt animals, we love animals. Okay, let me get into this. Let me just get into what happens if we don't hunt. Let's just talk about deer, because most of the population out there, they hunt deer, okay? Like most of the southern population, and even over in the west with muleys and, west coast, you got blacktails. So, let's just say we don't hunt, right? Do you know how many people, human beings, would die every single year from hitting them on the gosh dang highway because the population would not be managed at all? Car accidents would be off the gosh dang chain. I just know, even when we do hunt, and the rut hits, I go on the gosh dang highway and I see 8 dead deer every gosh dang mile. It's inevitable. Just imagine if we didn't hunt. Trust me, I guarantee you that deer would rather be shot and not know what frickin' hit it than get slammed in by a gosh dang frickin' 18-wheeler and then just sitting there frickin' spasming on the gosh dang side of the road. Farmers would lose a lot of their frickin' crops. Deer would come in, and that would mean most of you vegetarians would be at a loss. Disease would spread. It's so hard to explain this to city folk or whatever, because they're so disconnected from actual nature. They're not the ones out on there on the highway making a living, driving from state to state, delivering food or materialistic things or whatever. They're not the ones out farming and supplying food for people out there to put in the gosh dang stores. Most people, thinking about it now, most people that speak up against hunting don't even know the difference between a buck or a doe. They don't know the difference between a boar or a sow. They don't know the difference between a bull or a cow. Let's talk about conservation for a second. Let me ask you a question. Do you know what group of people are the #1 conservationist in the world? Anybody? Anybody? Us! The hunters! Every single time we buy a license or a tag, that money goes straight back in to the wildlife. These tree-hugging hippies like to think that they're helping the wildlife by speaking up against hunting and all this stuff, when yet they haven't put $1 down towards conservation to help out the animals they so-called love. Hunters' dollars are the reason that the white-tailed deer population is the largest we've ever seen. It's the reason that we're slowly being able to build the grouse and the quail population back up in some states. Most people, I think, they have this idea that us hunters just go out into the woods with no permit, no license or anything like that, and just kill a deer and bring it home. They have no clue what it takes to actually be able to hunt. You gotta go to a freaking hunter safety test. You gotta buy your license. You gotta buy your permit. You gotta find land to go on and get permission from here or wherever, right? The wildlife systems that we have in place now are amazing. I can't even say much better things about the different states and what they do for their populations of animals across the state. You know, if we didn't have that back in the Daniel Boone days, I mean, just let's say Kentucky in itself had elk everywhere, and when Daniel Boone and all those, you know, freaking guys came in, they just wiped everything out. If we didn't have these laws and everything set in place, it would be like that. That's why us hunters, that we follow strict guidelines to make sure the populations are managed, and like I said, we got the best white-tailed deer population we've ever seen. Everything keeps growing, everything is flourishing, and everything is great. There's a lot of thought and a lot of process that goes into this hunting conservation. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. They're being very ignorant whenever they make their statements against hunting. Vegetarians and other people that... The thing that makes me laugh is some people aren't even vegetarians and they speak up against hunting and they're so outraged against it whenever they're freaking sitting there and they're wearing leather shoes. Vegetarians, or whoever, want to think they're living a blood-free lifestyle, yet there's no way you could possibly live without blood on your hands. You have to realize... Do you know how many gosh dang freaking rabbits, groundhogs, snakes, even possibly deer sometimes are just getting chewed up in those gosh dang combines that are going out and getting your freaking vegetables? It's impossible to live a life without blood on your hands. That's the fact. That's the reality of life. It is impossible to live a life where everybody thinks everything's so perfect and, oh, even if we stop hunting, you know, nothing will get hurt and everybody will have blood-free hands, and it's impossible. It ain't gonna freaking happen. This may sound harsh to some of you, but the reality of it is, stop being a freaking pussy and come back to reality. This is the cold hard truth about hunting. Deal with it. Alright, y'all, I think I said enough. My heart's beating like this. Just freaking drinking a Red Bull. It's gosh dang 2 in the morning when I'm filming this. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. Share this sumbitch around. Share it with your vegetarian friends. I kind of just wanted to make this to clarify a lot of things. If you have an argument against it, whatever, leave a gosh dang comment below. If you like this video, leave a comment below. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of arguing and freaking fighting in the comments, whatever. It's going to be a freaking war as old as time, and it's never going to freaking end. But I just wanted to kind of spit some education out there to a lot of people. Alright, y'all, I think that's going to do it for me. Make sure to like, share, favorite the sumbitch. Subscribe to this channel if you ain't yet. My name is Outlaw, and I'm making videos every Monday and Thursday over here. I also have a second channel where I'm making videos every single gosh dang day. Got a lot of trips and everything going on. We're doing some crazy stuff over there, so make sure to subscribe to that as well. Link is in the description box. I reckon we'll see y'all on Thursday. Christmas is coming up, so Merry Christmas to all you sons of bitches out there. And I reckon we'll see y'all Christmas Eve. Like I said, my name is Outlaw, and I'm out, y'all. And until then, always remember, no matter what you're doing, 25, 8, 366, 2 always, keep it freaking hell. Born in a trailer in the middle of the woods, shooting deer and drinking beer, it's all that's understood. Dip in my lip, much will get my hand. Redneck nation on my back, we dominate and fade to black. Getting drunk up in the back of the bourbon